Today I want to talk about the importance of not listening to other people sometimes. Meow. Okay, let's see if we can do this a little bit different. Hello! Hello, Kumpao! So, as I was saying, I woke up this morning with some thoughts because I was talking a little bit about control yesterday and how to let go of control, and I briefly touched on how circumstances in your external world can also affect the sense of freedom you're able to have in your art. Today I really want to keep spinning on that a little bit. I feel like sometimes it's beneficial for us to have a core community that understand what we're doing and talk to them about our art, whereas there are some people in our lives, maybe some of them that we're ready to cut out, but also there are people in general in our lives, our family, that we love very much but may not fully understand us, and that's okay. When you tell people in your life that you're trying to pursue a career in art, there's definitely this stigma about being an artist. We have the starving artist trope, and now look, a lot of people have talked about this trope and how destructive it is, and I think it is destructive in some aspect because what we believe to be true tend to also come true, so it tends to become this self-fulfilling prophecy. But then on the other hand, there still is something to the starving artist trope. I know, I read some research, and I can't remember the source right now, but I'm sure if you Google around from a few years ago, that only 1 in 10 people that are working in the artist field are from a working class background, and that the average monthly income is something like, or yearly income is something like $20,000. So we're clearly not a rich bunch on average, and then furthermore we have a vast majority of people that are working as independent artists come from a privileged background. That said, concern and this belief that we can't make it as artists in this economy, these societies, are not completely invalid. However, I feel like a lot of artists, and myself included, come into the world with a different perspective. If survival, obviously survival is the number one goal of every living organism. I think survival always comes first, and if we look at the capitalist system that we live in right now, given the numbers and the difficulty to be an independent, it makes sense. It makes complete rational sense why you wouldn't want to pursue art. However, us as artists, I think a lot of us look at the system and see that the system itself is completely bonkers and irrational. And furthermore, on top of that, I think we value the time we spend making art a lot more than making the big money and so on. You do not have people in your life that affirm that goal, that affirm what you want to do, it's going to be very, very difficult. So if you don't have that person in your life or those people in your life, I do want to just lay it out there, you have full permission to pursue art. If that is what you're ticking, what your heart ticks for, you absolutely should do it. Of course, survival is still a thing in this economy. Like I said, we gotta survive, but that might mean that we take on part-time jobs here and there. I mean, I've been for the last few years taking on jobs whenever I need it. I have done consultant work. I've helped people with their social media, creating content. I do usually, if someone throws something, I've assisted friends with murals. If someone throws something my way, I'm usually okay, yeah, I'll do it because I do live month to month, and in that aspect it's not necessarily an easy job or an easy life. However, if I were not doing this, if I were listening to people in my life that told me to do something else, and I would try to please them or please society, or this idea that just because I'm creating art, I'm this forever child, and who knows, maybe I am this forever child. I'm okay with being a forever child because I love what I do. I know that if I did that, I would have so much resentment. I would probably have resentment towards those people, which would in the long term destroy those relationships, but I would also in the short term have a lot of resentment, and I would just be miserable. I have been in situations before in my life where I actually had a very, very good I would say a very good financial situation for my age. I was making a lot of money and I had a lot of freedom, and though obviously there were aspects of that was super comfortable and super nice. Like it came to a point where I just could not do it anymore. And for me personally, I'm fully aware of the sacrifices that I'm making to pursue this career. I trust that it is going to be fine and that I will be able to adapt to whatever situation comes my way. I love what I'm doing, and so this is just what I want to say. Look, and this is not in like the whole crazy like, oh, just drop everything and go for it, like that weird like self-help millennial entrepreneurial bullshit. Like, not in that way. Like I said, we're realists here. We do what we do what we do to survive. However, internally in our brains, we gotta keep that dream alive. We gotta do what we can. It may be that we are taking a massive pay cut from a job we already have in order to make art all day, and we are happy doing it, and it's so okay. It doesn't matter what anybody else says or thinks. I think having a passion is so valuable in itself. It makes you so rich. There is no money on this planet. Like, it doesn't matter if you're a millionaire, there's no money on this planet that can buy passion. So if you have passion and that's wonderful. Like, I think you're rich. Okay, so yeah, I just wanted to come on here and say, like, fucking do it, keep doing it, and let's make it happen. You know what, we have 6 months left of 2024, then we got 25, 26, 27. Like, we're here in this arc right now, and we gotta make the most of it. Also, you are not nuts for pursuing art. Like, know this, that a lot of the things that we do in our societies is nuts. Like, we're all bonkers. The whole thing is bonkers. So you are not more nuts than anyone else. Like, the acceptable way to be and live is more a shared sense of being nuts. So you happen to be like maybe a minority type of nuts, and welcome to the club. We're here. So I believe in you, I believe in me, and however you make it work, and there is no right way to make it work, you can make it work. Like I said, you can do art on the weekends and in the evenings if you want to. You can have a part-time job and do art. You can do art full-time. Like, however you do it, you know your path. Okay, don't listen to anybody else. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to your family. Don't listen to your partner if they are not supporting you or understanding you in what you're doing. This is it. Like, you have one life. Like, we have one life, and it's fucking short. It's so short. Like, one life, and it's so short. So yeah, keep grinding. We love you, and let's go. Thank you so much for watching me just have another shit talking video. I find myself, even though like I'm talking to almost nobody, but someone left a comment on the last one, so love you. But I love talking. Gets my brain a little wired up. Like, I'm warming up for my art session today. And also, check my shorts if you want to see my art. Here I'm just talking right now.